Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of the Hope Broadcast, episode 21. And today we're going to talk about the overcoming spirit. Our scripture reading this morning is found in Philippians chapter 4 and verse 13. It says, I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. We live in a time when there is much obstacles in our way. We live in a day and an age when there are great opportunities, and it seems that opportunities come on every hand, but it's only those that have the resilience and the strength to overcome the obstacles that are able to grasp the opportunities with any amount of success. And I want to encourage you this morning that life isn't over. The earth isn't gone. Yes, there is trouble. Yes, there is, quarantine. Yes, there are problems. People are passing away. People are getting sick. People are getting stir crazy from being home too long. There is physical and mental and spiritual illness on every hand, but we can overcome. We can be better. We can be greater. We can rise to the challenge that is before us. I remember watching a seminar that a man put off who was preparing to die. And he had contracted an illness that he couldn't overcome. So instead of wallowing in pity and wallowing in pain and sorrow for himself, he decided to live the last part of his life with passion and vigor like he had the rest of his life. And so he began to teach people and began to express philosophy and help people to be able to overcome. And behind me I have a picture of a brick wall. And this is an analogy that he used a lot, is that life sometimes puts brick walls in our way. It's not there to stop us. It's there to see who's willing to overcome. And it gives great blessing and great dividends and great prosperity to those who are willing to overcome the obstacles, the brick walls, who are willing to either punch through, go over, go around, go under, whatever it is that it takes for you to realize your passion and realize that you are passionate. There's great blessing on the other side of the brick wall. There's another scripture I want to read this morning. It's found in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. And it says this, there has no temptation taken you but such as common to man. You're not in this alone. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you're able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. I want to really hone in on this idea that there is always a way of escape. And it may not be what you think, and it may not be what your preconceived belief system or ideas is going to really show you. But if we will keep our eyes and ears open, if we will be on the lookout, if we will just forget that, this idea that obstacles are it, done, over. That when people say no, that's it. See, we get this idea that things just are done. They're not. It's just an obstacle. It's just something to go around, go over, go under, go through. There is always a way of escape. There is always a solution. There's always something that can be done. And it may not always be able to be done in our own power. We may need help. We may need assistance from others, from God, from our friends, from our family. But there is always a solution. There is always a way of escape. There is always a door of opportunity. For every struggle and every trial, there is always a door of opportunity. And I want to encourage you this morning. I want to give you hope that when everything looks dark and when everything looks bleak and when everything looks like it's upside down, there is a way of escape. There is a way for you to overcome, to learn a lesson and become better for it. The door of escape may not look like you think it is. It may not be what you think it is. But if we are patient, if we are perseverant, if we are determined, if we are resilient in our minds, we will find a way to work it out. And so this morning, I want to really encourage you that you can do all things. You can, it's not the idea that you can do whatever you want in life. It's the idea that whatever you put your hand to do, you can do it with all of your might and with all of your strength, with the help of God, that you have the ability to overcome the problems and the obstacles to reach the goals that you have set out to reach. So get off your keister, get up, enjoy the day, enjoy the journey, and overcome the obstacles that happen and come into your life. You are able to overcome them. And if you need assistance and help, just ask, just call. And someone will be able to guide and give instruction or whatever that is needed to help. And so, as we come to close on this 21st episode of the Hope Broadcast, I pray that God would bless you with a resilient mind, a mind that overcomes the obstacles, a mind that looks beyond the problem and sees the solution. God bless you. We'll catch you next time on the next Hope Broadcast.